Hi, welcome back to the Positive Prepper. Decided to come out into the woods today because my wonderful puppy dog needed a walk, and the sun's out and it's cold, but not much of a wind right now. So, anyways, Happy New Year. Welcome to 2022. And you can take that either way. You can take that as 2022, or you can take it as 2022. I guess that will remain to be seen, won't it? There's a lot of prepping channels out right now that are making predictions for what they think is going to happen this year. And I'm not going to do that. You know, it's really early in the year. It's really hard to say where things are going to go or what the supply chain's going to be like. You know, there are some people saying that the supply chain is getting better. There are some people saying it's getting worse. The people that I talk to, I think at least for the first probably 3 or 4 months of this year, it is going to stay relatively difficult. But we really got to keep our eye on China and see what they do as far as allowing their goods to be made and then to also get shipped. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that one. Sorry, I'm putting my glove on. Getting back further into the woods, it is a little bit cooler. One of the things to be aware of for tomorrow is they're rolling out that 5G. So I'm sure that you've heard, because I know that it's been on the regular news, that what the 5G is going to do is interfere with altimeters on airplanes. So if they're trying to land in foggy weather or inclement weather, it's going to make it really far more dangerous because they won't have that altimeter that tells them how far away from the ground they are. So that's going to really impact flights, I think. But the other thing that I haven't really heard them talk a whole lot about is how it's going to affect helicopters. So your roadside, like Lifelink helicopters, they transport 40,000 to 50,000 people a year. And roadside car crashes, they go up in the mountains and in the woods and do all kinds of rescue stuff. Not to mention the helicopters that provide services to the oil rigs out in the Gulf of Mexico. They are going to be greatly hindered by this 5G and their altimeters. So that's going to be something to watch. It's also going to be something to watch, in my opinion, as far as the snake bite goes. It's going to be really interesting to see if there is any correlation between the two. So that, again, is just something to keep your eye on. There's my puppy right there. But, outside of that, I am just going to pray really hard that 2022 is going to be a much better year than the last 2 years that we've had. The one caveat to that is the fact that this is an election year, the midterms. And so I really feel that probably April or May, things are going to start getting dicey again. And again, this isn't fear mongering. This is just my opinion. But I think it's something that we need to be preparing for. I don't think that the ones that are in power right now are going to let that go anytime soon. And so they are going to do whatever it takes. They will pull out all the stops. And they're just going to do whatever they can do to hang on to this power and control. Again, I pray I'm wrong, but I don't think they're going to go down without a fight. I'd like to hear what you guys think, if you can put something in the comments below about what your biggest concern is for 2022, and how you think that all of this might affect you. That would be really interesting to see. The second thing that I just want to cover real quick in this video is there's going to be a lot, or there has been a lot of sort of disassociation if you live in a rural area. So a lot of the stuff that we see, right, happens in the, the big cities. The mob stealing, going in and stealing, breaking into stores and all that kind of stuff is in the cities. The carjackings, the assaults, the shootings, all of that is in the big cities. But those of us living in the rural areas, so Hy-Vee now is putting in armed guards. So if you go in there to steal food, you're going to get either arrested or shot or whatever, Once they no longer are able to do that, they're going to start looking for the other people to take from. And so defense, of course, is always a big prepping thing that you really need to focus on. Defending your home, defending your perimeters, if you will. And then also using common sense and that prepping survival strategic mindset when you're out in public, no matter where you are. And I kind of talked about that in my video about safety, which was geared more towards women. But so don't be complacent in your prepping for this year, especially. I think we are definitely going to see a rise in things happening, and I think it will start happening quicker. I just don't know what it looks like. So keep on prepping this year. I'm going to be changing up, hopefully, some of the video format here, so it's not just me standing here yapping. I'm going to try to do a lot more in-depth content. We have a lot of things going on here on our property. We're building the barn right now for the maple syrup. We still have our apiary, of course. We're also going to be prepping some perimeter defense stuff. And of course we continue on with the canning and all of that. So I'm going to really try to focus on doing more of those in-depth how-to videos, as well as just keeping everybody updated on what's going on, because a lot of people don't have time to look. So at least I can give you a starting point to go do your own research on. So all of that being said, I hope that you guys, I'm going to pray for a good 2022. I pray that you all stay healthy and safe, and that God blesses you in ways that you may not even have thought of yet. So take care. God bless.